section of the Bhagavad Gita. Are you excited? Yes. Okay, great. If you remember in the beginning of the session, we had a circle and we said the Gita is how many years old? Approximately? 5,000. And then we said how many verses in the Gita? And how many chapters? And how many topics? And how many yoga processes? And what was the purpose? Which was to? Oh my God, the most important thing you forgot. You got everything right. It's like you guys got every single thing right, and then you missed the last most important thing. Think. Akal. Three yoga processes of the Bhagavad Gita. We're just waiting for the clicker because I've lost it. Okay, they'll do it for me. Okay. Shall I tell you the most simple way to know the Gita? Live, love, and let go. The first 6 chapters are all about karma yoga, how to live. The second 6 chapters from 7 to 12 are all about bhakti yoga, how to love. And the final 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are all about jnana yoga, knowledge, how to let go. Most people in this world don't know how to live properly. Even less people in this world know how to let go of things. And hardly anyone in this world knows how to really love. So these middle 6 chapters of the Gita are all about love, all about bhakti, all about devotion. Because ultimately this is what everyone is looking for. All the songs are about love, isn't it? All the Bollywood, all the Hollywood, everyone is singing about love. And last Christmas, I gave you my heart. And the very next day, all frustrated love, because people don't know how to love. So Krishna says to Arjuna, I'll teach you how to love. But the most amazing thing is, Krishna is teaching Arjuna how to love in these 6 chapters, and he begins by talking about knowledge. If you want to give your heart to Krishna, it's not that the head is not important. First we have to get something. So here, most people in the world say, I have to see God to believe in God. Isn't it? Have you ever met someone who says that? Where's God? I can't see Him. Show me God and I'll believe in God. But Krishna says something completely different. Krishna says, while the world says see to believe, what I want to teach you, Arjuna, is hear to see. If you hear about Krishna, then you'll see Krishna. And once you see Krishna, naturally you will believe in Krishna. But if you don't begin by hearing about Krishna, you'll never see Krishna. And if you don't see, how you will love Krishna? So, I want to ask you a question. Yes. See all these people here? These wonderful people? I want to ask you a question. Is Alan Costello in this grid? Yeah? Is Alan Costello in this grid? I got a lot of confused faces here. Think! Yes? No? No idea? No idea? Why no idea? Who is Alan Costello? If first I need to know who is Alan Costello, and then I can tell you. Unless you know someone, how can you identify whether they're there or not? If someone says, I need to see God to believe in God, they've made the first biggest problem. They don't know who Alan Costello is, and they're saying he is either there or he's not there. First you have to know. And how do you know? By hearing. Therefore Krishna says, Maya Shakta Manapartha Yogam Yunjan Madashraya Ashamshayam Samagramam Yatha Sasitachranu. First you have to hear. If you hear about Krishna, then maybe you will be able to see Krishna. Maybe, just maybe, Krishna is involved every single day in your life. Maybe Krishna is arranging things at every single moment. Maybe Krishna is closer than you think. But you may not be able to see him if you don't know who Krishna is. If you don't know what he looks like. If you don't know what he likes. If you don't know how he acts in the lives of his devotees. Therefore, the first key to loving Krishna is you have to hear about Krishna. Yes. Sometimes people say that your philosophy is full of holes. See? Holes. It's not scientific, you guys. You just have some faith in Krishna. It's full of holes. I'm a scientist. BSc. MSc. PhD. You know what the rest is. Full of holes, you guys. But what we tell them, there's no holes. There's no holes. There's no holes in this philosophy. This is the most scientific spirituality you can ever experience. It begins if you hear. If you hear about Krishna, you have to hear. You have to give your ears to hear about Krishna. And then, when you hear the philosophy of Krishna, then you will begin to observe it in your life. You will say, this is true. Every single thing that Krishna is talking about here, when I look at the world, is true. And then when you get that faith that is true, you will begin living by Krishna's words. First you hear Krishna's words, then you observe Krishna's words, then you live Krishna's words, and then what happens is you experience Krishna. And when you experience Krishna, then you know what you naturally want to do. You want to share Krishna with others. There's no holes. This is a science. This is not about faith. Krishna consciousness is not about making you believe in Krishna. Krishna consciousness is a process by which you can dynamically perceive the presence of Krishna at every step in your life. But it all begins with hearing. But in this day and age, people are not good at hearing. One time someone said to me, it was a wonderful class you gave. Brilliant class. I said, wow, what did you like about it? He said, you ended on time. I said, really? I'll bear that in mind for the next talk. Some people think you have to see God to believe in God. But Krishna says, hear about God, and then you'll see Him. And once you see Him, you won't need anyone to convince you Krishna exists, because you would have seen Him in your own life. Hare Krishna.